Hey guys, this is Anna Bloom and this is gonna be my first Booktube video. What better way to introduce myself than by using the new to Booktube tag by between chapters. So I'm gonna try that. The first question is, where are you joining us from? Well, I'm actually from the Netherlands, but currently I'm living in Japan. How old are you? I'm 23. Why did you join Booktube? For one, I would really like to talk and discuss about books more. I don't have many friends who read a lot, and in Japan no one reads English books at all, so I would like to talk about them more. What is the meaning behind your channel name? I've been using the nickname Anna Bloom for a long time. My real name is Annemarie, so I used the N from there and made it Anna because when I was really young I thought that sounded a lot cooler than Anne. And Bloom, which is Dutch for flower, is actually the meaning of my last name, and that's how I got my channel name. What types of books do you read or do you want to read? I love reading fantasy, young adult, and I also really like historical fiction. But more than anything I like to keep it varied and read all kinds of books really. Who are some of your favorite authors? I don't actually have any favorite authors at the moment. When I was younger I used to really like Dutch authors like Tia Beckman and Jacques Friens, who wrote really nice children's books, and I would read everything I could find of them. But these days I just pick and choose different series more than that I actually pick an author who I really like. What's the last book you read? The last book I read was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. It's a Cinderella retelling and it was interesting, but I don't think I really liked it that much. I hope to like it more, I guess. What are you currently reading? I'm currently reading 3 different books. They are all kind of Asian books, which is different for me since in March I read like 16 non-Asian books and now I'm reading 3 books that are Asian. The first one is On by Ryo Naito. It's completely in Japanese but it's really interesting. It's a mystery novel that has also been made into a television show, and I really like it and I wish I could read it faster, but the Japanese is quite difficult. Another book I'm reading right now is Brothers Conflict short stories. The Brothers Conflict series I also first watched the TV show, and then I also started the real novels, and these are just like small easy stories with like pictures. It's really fun. They're just like small side stories to the actual story. The last book I'm reading is not a fiction book, it's The History of Hangul. I bought it when I was in Korea because I got really interested in the linguistic side of Korean language, so that's how I came to read this one. Question 9 is, what do you use for bookmarks? I use pretty much anything I can find. Like in this one I just use a regular bookmark. But like in On I'm just using like a scrap of paper I found. I'll just use anything that's available at the time I'm reading. Show us your current to be read pile. I currently have 2 books I'd really like to read. The first one is Anne of Green Gables because I've heard so much about it. It's really popular in Japan and I've never read it, so I'm really looking forward to starting on this one. The other one is Pink and Grey. I've had it for a while, but my Japanese wasn't to the level that I could read it, so now that I've gotten a lot better, I'm really excited to start this one. Which do you prefer? Hardcover or paperback? E-book or physical book? I actually prefer paperbacks. I don't really know why. I guess the hardbacks always had this feeling of like borrowed books like from the library, and the books I owned were always paperback, and I really come to like the feeling of the paperback in my hand. And I also like that they're cheaper. As for ebooks and physical books, I've lately been reading a lot of ebooks simply because they're so much cheaper. but I really prefer physical books, and if I really like a book I'll always buy the physical version because I just want to have it on my bookshelf. Although my bookshelves right now are kind of empty because I moved to Japan a year ago and most of my books are still in the Netherlands, unfortunately. Question 12 is, what book series got you into reading? I've actually been reading for as long as I can remember. I don't think there was a particular series that made me think, oh no, I want to read more. Like, even before I could read, my mom used to read stories to me and I loved that, so I've always been really into reading. Like, even when I was like 8, I wanted to borrow Watership's Down from the library and they wouldn't let me because it was an adult book and it took like a week before they would let me borrow it, and it was really fun. So I've always really been into reading. How did you discover Booktube? I just happened to come across a video and I started watching more, and whenever I look for new books to read, I would just go on Booktube and watch recommendations and stuff. It's really fun to hear other people explain why they like or didn't like a book, and I really enjoy that. And I would love to try and do that myself as well. What challenges do you think you will face with your Booktube channel? I think it will be a lot of challenges. For one, I'm kind of a shy person and I'm not really good with being on camera, and I make lots of mistakes when speaking right now because I'm nervous. I'm also afraid that I won't be able to consistently make videos for, I don't know, lack of motivation, lack of drive, because I always get excited about something and start doing it and then I lose focus and forget about it. I really hope that it won't be like that with Booktube. I also hope it will help me read more because I really love reading. Where else can we find you? Link up is the last question of this tag. I'll be leaving my Instagram account link and also a link to my blog about my daily life in Japan in the description. I'll also leave a link to between chapters who made the original tag. I really hope I'll be able to make lots of videos and have fun doing it. I'm really excited, but also kind of nervous, so thanks for watching and I hope to see you again.